Welcome back to Just the Facts, the weekly vidcast from FactCheck.org. I'm Emmy Kalawale, and this week we're digging into the mailbag to see what you wanted to know during the seemingly eternal lead-up to the Pennsylvania primary. First question: did 10% of Senator Hillary Clinton's votes in the Ohio and Texas primaries come from Limbaugh Democrats? The question refers to conservative radio host Rush Limbaugh encouraging Republicans to vote in the Democratic primaries. Well, the answer? The numbers aren't concrete, but according to exit polls, it looks as if Senator Hillary Clinton received about 8% of her vote from Republican voters, whereas Senator Barack Obama received 10% of his votes from GOP voters. So it doesn't look as if Limbaugh had that much sway. Next, is Obama right to say this?
You've got CEOs who are making more in 10 minutes than ordinary workers are making in a year.
Obama has said this in his ads and on the stump, but we find there's really only one person who qualifies: Apple's CEO and founder, Steve Jobs. Forbes magazine reported that Jobs made close to $650 million in 2007 in compensation. We calculated that the average worker makes $36,400 based on Bureau of Labor Statistics figures for a full-time production worker, including overtime. A CEO would have to make more than $454,272,000 a year in order to make more in 10 minutes than that worker's pay for a full year. But Apple's Jobs got more, thanks to the soaring value of Apple's stock and his appreciating stock options. This next question takes us over to Republican John McCain. A reader asks, is it legal for candidates to raise funds overseas for a presidential race? Yes, as long as they don't take donations from people who aren't U.S. citizens or who aren't U.S. permanent residents, otherwise known as green card holders. Some readers expressed a concern that during a fundraiser in the United Kingdom, Senator John McCain was soliciting donations from non-U.S. citizens. But whether he's in Huddersfield or Hackensack, the FEC rules still apply. Next question. Did Hillary Clinton work for Arizona Senator Barry Goldwater? Well, Clinton was a young Republican in high school, and in her autobiography, Living History, she describes herself as a Goldwater girl. But her sentiments have certainly changed since then. At Wellesley, she supported the Eugene McCarthy campaign and then later worked for U.S. House GOP leader Gerald Ford. But when she got to Yale Law School, she worked with Marian Wright Edelman to investigate the Nixon administration, and later, with now husband Bill Clinton, she worked for the George McGovern campaign. Whew, next question. Are Barack Obama and Vice President Dick Cheney really cousins? Yes, but they're distant cousins. 9 times distant, in fact. The Chicago Sun-Times reported that Obama and Cheney are 9th cousins once removed. But before you get carried away, Obama is also, yes, distantly, related to Harry S. Truman, George W. Bush, and Brad Pitt. It's also been reported that Hillary Clinton is a distant relative of Angelina Jolie. So that means that Jolie and Pitt's daughter Shiloh is a relative of both candidates. So does that mean that Obama and Clinton are family? Well, according to some scientists, the entire human race's common ancestor didn't exist that long ago, so it could be argued that we're all family. And that's it for this episode of Just the Facts. For more on the family ties that don't quite bind, be sure to check out our website at www.factcheck.org. I'm Emmy Kalawale. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.